Hi, I'm Patu from freefincal, and if you thought buying mutual funds or buying a stock was hard, trust me, that's the easy part. There are a lot more difficulties ahead on your investment journey, and we're going to talk about that in this video. Before that, I have some announcements to make. I'm so terrible that I keep forgetting announcements in all my videos. I think I should get used to this habit of please subscribe to the channel, please share this video. That mantra I should chant every time. So the first thing I wanted to say is that day before yesterday I had posted a webinar conducted by Deepak of plancover.com. It's about how to select a health insurance policy. I did not announce it. That's why many of you may have been surprised not to hear my voice in that video. Please have a look at it. He is one of the most competent people out there in the health insurance industry, and I'll link the video here, and I please go through it if you are interested in buying a health insurance policy, as you should be. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing is that Swapnil Kende, who is a SEBI registered investment advisor, a fee-only financial advisor, who is on my list of the freefincal list of financial advisors, website is Vivek Taru. He has written a magnum opus on everything that you need to know about building equity portfolio, stocks versus PMS versus mutual funds, how to manage a mutual funds, problems in each, and so on. It's going to be a two-part article because it's a huge article, and that's coming up tomorrow and the day after. So please look out for that. Swapnil is a fantastic advisor, and it will be a great article for everybody, whether you are a DIY investor or an advisor yourself, or if you're looking for a financial advisor. You can see Swapnil's competence on display there. So that's the second announcement. The third one is I have started a poll for mutual fund investors who started their investment journey from on or after January 2017. I want to know what are your lessons so far in this nearly 2.5 or less than 2 years, whatever it is for you. What are your lessons? Please list them. This is an anonymous poll. You can the link to the Google Sheets is below. I can in the description as well as in the first comment. Please participate, and it'll help everybody. It's an anonymous questionnaire, and I will compile the questionnaires and put it into a post. I don't want things like equity will be okay for the long term, you have to go through volatility and so on. That's just nonsense. Nobody would have learned all that from January 2017. So please do that. So what am I going to talk about in this post? So I'm going to talk about the importance of having a financial goal. Now, many people say, I don't have a financial goal, I just want to build wealth, I just want to make some money, and so on. All that's fine, it's possible to do. But people who have just started their investment journey, who have just started buying stocks or whatever, they will tell you there are new problems. It's like, when we started, when we became parents in 2010, all the seniors, the older people in the family and friend circle, they said, it'll be okay in a couple of years. And then my son became 2 or 3, and then we had new sets of problems. Then the same people said, it'll be okay in a couple of years. Then my son became 6, and there are new problems. Then they will say that it'll be okay in a couple of years. Then new problems. That's how it will be. Newer and newer and newer problems will always come when you're a parent, and that never stops. Investing, managing a portfolio is pretty much like that. For a person who just starts buying this first mutual fund, how many mutual funds, what mutual funds to buy, what categories, how to buy, all those questions will be there. All that will sound excuse me excuse me all that will sound very daunting, very difficult to get over. How to buy stocks, what method to use, when should I buy them, etc. But once you buy the stocks, once you buy the mutual fund, there are a whole lot of newer problems, bigger problems. When to sell the stock, how to book profits, when should I rebalance. My return is lower than what I expected after 3 years. My return is more than what I expected after 3 years. What should I do? Should I buy? Should I book some profit? Should I add more funds? Etc. Etc. How to manage the portfolio? All these problems, a new world of problems will open up once you have gone past a few years in the investing journey. So that's what I'm referring to, and that's where having a financial goal makes a big difference. Because once you have a financial goal, you have a target corpus in mind. Of course, you should revise this target every year based on your based on the current cost of what you want to buy in future, and based on that, I can always keep that as a target and not as a return in mind, and I can manage risk in my portfolio based on that. That's what I have been doing. I have mentioned it several times. I don't worry about when to rebalance, etc. these days. I have just looked at the current cost of my son's education, and I'm slowly building my fixed income portfolio so that it is more or less equal to the current cost now, although he's only 10 now. So that's how I manage risk, so I can handle a huge crash even though I have a 60% equity exposure in my son's education portfolio. Similarly, in retirement, you can ask how many years can I survive based on the current corpus today, or based on my fixed income corpus. How many years can I have generate an inflation protected income, so inflation indexed income. So those are the kind of contextual, very specific, personalized questions that can arise only when you have a clear financial goal. And instead of worrying about target returns and so on, which are very difficult, because in Excel you can expect 10%, 12%, 18%, whatever, but in reality, market linked corpuses will never give you anything close to all that. It will always be very different, it will fluctuate wildly. That's where having the target corpus makes a huge difference. That is my goal. I want to go head there. I don't want returns. If equity is not performing well, I will say, okay, that's it, I'm done with it. I will change my asset allocation, invest more in fixed income, because my goal is near and I can't take that risk. So those are the kind of a contextual risk management decisions that you can do once you have a goal. If you're not investing, if people say they don't have a goal, it just means that they have not really thought about it. How can anybody not have a future need? It's they've just not thought about it. And also, for most people, even before all this, they don't know how much they have to invest for the future. They think, they ask questions like, can I just invest 10% of my salary, 15% of my salary, and they're spending a lot. They have to understand that even for basic essential expenses, they have to match their if they are spending 20,000 on essential expenses, they have to invest 20,000 totally, including EPF, PPF, for retirement and so on. So once that is possible only when you do a goal planning exercise. So that's key. So people who are not worried about how much to invest in the right manner, they should first do a goal planning exercise. Having a goal matters for them. Then after the investment journey starts, a goal planning calculator will not help you. You need to have perspective of what is my target corpus. This is my corpus. I'm here today. Can I give some more time for it to grow, or is it too late for my goal? Should I book some profit from equity and focus only on fixed income, or should I have only fixed? Can I have more equity? Can I give more time? There are many questions. These are a world of questions that a DIY investor should learn, and people don't know these questions beforehand because they think in buying a mutual fund is more difficult. That's where a financial advisor, a fee-only financial advisor, can help you. But we will talk more about that in the future. So please look at my article today on having a goal. I've written on this, and also participate in the poll. Look out for Sapnil Kande's post. Check out the health insurance webinar, and I'll catch you in another video. If you have any questions and comments, please leave them below.